So you're waking up with either back pain, tight back, tight hamstrings. I'm going to cover a couple of things with a combination of stretches and activation that's going to get you going. And we can use something as simple as this is actually, believe it or not, a grip strength tool, but we can use anything that's going to be any kind of round-ish type shape. Relatively squishy, could technically be hard, it'll be a little less comfortable. Let's get into it. And also, for those of you that know my parents out there, this is just what potentially you might be waking up to in the morning. I was talking to a client and we were discussing having a tight back and knowing that the hamstrings might be tight. So I said one of the common things that I've seen from working with many, not only athletes, but just professionals, especially when we're sitting for a long period of time, is having tight hamstrings that go along with either a lack of quad and glute activation or some combination of this. So I wanted to cover all of this in one go. So again, whatever you want to grab here, it could be a lacrosse ball, tennis ball, whatever. I just happen to have this like Fit Beast from a forearm workout Fit Flex set, but you can do whatever. So what we're going to do is we're going to first start by activating our glutes. You don't actually need the egg for this one, but we're going to lay flat on our back. Now, the key to this is you may be saying, Mike, but wait, doesn't glute bridges actually also activate hamstrings? Well, it just depends. What we're going to do is we're going to try and get our feet as close to our butt as possible. The closer our feet to our butt, the less hamstring activation, the more glutes we're going to get in. So we're going to come up, hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back down. You can rest for a second. You can even straighten those legs out if it's helpful. And then we come back in. Again, trying to bring those heels as close to our butt. If you do want more hamstring activation to work, again, you can work those feet out. And again, get those glutes to fire. Now, if that's too much, if you do even feel your hamstrings overly active and they're firing even here, start a little bit further out, then get those glutes up. But again, do that for 10 reps, holding 10 seconds. We'll get a nice squeeze in the glutes, getting that activation. Then we can combine that with a comboed hamstring stretch along with quad activation. So that's where the ball is going to come into play. We're going to take our ball, put it behind our knee, and come down here. Let me show you with the camera here. This is the important part. We want to see the ground. Check this out. We're going to take our egg or ball or whatever we got, put it behind our kneecap. Normally when we're out, notice how there's a little bit of space. I can put my hand under here. If you don't have anything, you can literally just use your hands and try and think about squeezing your hand with the back of your kneecap, but that's where I like having a tactile cue. Again, there's that space. I'm going to drive my kneecaps into the ground. I'm simultaneously getting a hamstring stretch in here while firing up my quads. So I'm going to hold this 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. And then we take a little bit of the tension out. Again, fire it up, drive them in, reach forward. Again, we're not only getting quad activation, but we're getting that hamstring stretch. Hold for 10 seconds. Do this for a total of 10 reps. Takes you maybe 2 to 5 minutes at most. And then again, you got your glutes fired up. You got your quads fired up. You got a nice stretch in your hamstrings. If you want to take it to another level, again, what we can do is go into our standing hamstring stretch to kind of combine this, where again, we have slight bend in those knees, hinging forward. And the second thing I like to combo with this is not only just holding, but we flex our spine. Exhale, inhale, come up to our kneecaps, flex our spine. Go into our kneecaps. Again, do that for 10 reps, 10 breaths. Again, we get that nice hamstring stretch, get the backs loosen up. And again, we're taking those hamstrings from being potentially tight in that pelvic tilt to getting a little bit more glute activation, pelvic tilt coming under what's called a posterior pelvic tilt versus traditionally anterior pelvic tilt. Again, that's where the lower back can be tight. Hamstrings can feel like they're tight, getting pulled down. But the more we can activate the quads and our glutes, look at that, tucks my glutes under, my butt under that posterior tilt, getting some length in here. Now you're ready to either travel, be able to work at your desk, or any one of those things. Hopefully that's helpful. If it is, let me know in the comments. And if you haven't already, subscribe, tune in. And if you're watching this on Amazon or anywhere you get the products, check out the products below. Peace, y'all. Thank you.